It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. In this game, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Pacers in Indianapolis. For Indiana, they know this is the type of game they need to win if they're going to take the next step. Facing a closely ranked team, but with home court, they feel like they have the edge. LaMarcus Aldridge suiting up tonight. Great combination of size and skill. Question is, Kenny, can he be the backbone of a franchise?
Oh, we know he could score. And we know he's tough on the low box. He can step out on the perimeter. He is a superstar, but he's not the superstar. There's a difference. But he is a superstar.
You want to bring consistent effort and energy every night? Listen, when Aldridge is fully engaged, reminds me of myself, Kenny. Nearly unstoppable.
Wow.
Could you stop LaMarcus Aldridge?
I wasn't known for defense.
What were you known for?
Everything else.
Wow.
And wearing a lot of makeup?
Wow.
That wraps it up here.
I have acne problems.
They missed a spot over that whole big face. Thanks for joining us. See you later.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Pacers trying to take advantage of their home court in this one before leaving Indiana. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
Executed on the road, stayed focused, stayed consistent with who you are as a team.
I love that, Greg. You got to do that away from home. It shows how connected they are with one another playing that way, and excellent chemistry.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, hello there. Spurs coach Greg Popovich made the top 5 in all-time coaching wins last season. When asked about it, Pop said, "It's the most important thing in my life. My grandchildren can take a hike." I don't think he was being serious, guys.
Great stuff, DA. Thanks. And for teams not enjoying a quick start to the season, Clark, how long until they start to push the panic button and making some big moves?
You know, Kevin, I don't think you ever can push the panic button. I think you have to have a sense of what direction you're going, be realistic about who you are and what you have. And that's where good leadership comes in, not just with the team itself, from the coaches to the players, but in your front office, too. I mean, you've got to have some flexibility to adjust to the length of the season and challenges of it, and yet still stay on course with your overall plan.
And it's going to be San Antonio off the tip. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Gay is the 3 with Aldridge at the 4. Murray and DeRozan in the backcourt together. And it's Gasol and at the center position. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And, you know, the length and height of Aldridge make him a tough matchup. He's a hard guy to go against, a strong forward that has an impressive mid-range stroke.
Inside. Gay misses. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, that was more than just a tough loss. That was a complete embarrassment.
Yeah, the woodshed is what we call that. They annihilated them, simply had no answers for how to slow them down.
4 on the shot clock. Sabonis, here's Turner. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I tell you what, Turner just has a beautiful touchdown on the block. I mean, you get the ball where he wants it, he'll deliver for you.
DeRozan passes to Murray. The pass to Gasol. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And the stick-with-it attitude of Gasol, just overwhelming the defense with his length.
Collison kicks to Turner. Gasol with the steal. DeRozan passes to Murray. Back to DeRozan from 11 feet away. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Nice to see how easy he takes over games. Makes it look elementary. I mean, that's why they feed him the rock so much.
Oladipo finds Turner. Launches a three. The shot comes out, and it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And, you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
And here's Collison. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Bogdanovich with it. Gay picks him up defensively. Doubled by Murray. A wide open look here for Oladipo. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And one item that DeRozan never seems to get enough credit for is his passing, Greg. He is a terrific playmaker.
Ever since DeRozan became a perennial all-star, his passing has improved. I mean, keeps his head up even while attacking with the ball. Great awareness for where his teammates are in terms of relation to his attack after a double team.
That's good from DeRozan.
Boy, DeRozan is a treat to watch. This guy is athletic, and he throws down some monster dunks. This dude is sick at the rim.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
And, you know, the Pacers were one of the better teams in the East last year. Many wondered just how or why the Pacers were so good. I think you point to the chemistry this team has is something that you can't deny, along with having a star that endeared himself to his teammates in Oladipo.
Oladipo misses.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And DeRozan kicks to Aldridge. Gay right side. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. No good from the left block. And along with the chemistry the Pacers enjoy, another strength. Clark is their guard play.
Well, Kevin, they've got a number of guards that can initiate the offense, and they all do it fairly efficiently. Don't turn it over much, and they all can shoot it and drive it. So that group of guards is really a strong part of this team.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
And Pau Gasol really on the tail end of what has been a Hall of Fame career. He's a two-time champion, international star, nothing left to prove, but still manages to put up points with his sharp approach to the game.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Toronto. They hold the first place spot in the conference, just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And of course, Indiana, 6 games out.
And seeing where Indiana is, they had the kind of hot and cold start that we've kind of come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of a breakout season.
And, you know, perhaps with a roster move or two later on, Greg, they can start to break out of that pack.
And with Pau Gasol, even after almost 2 decades in the league, Greg, he is still a very effective player.
You know, Pau just never seems to get credit for how smart a player he is. When he makes a play on offense, he knows exactly how a defense will react, what will open up, and what the best options are. Kobe knows just how great a teammate Gasol is, and Gasol's knowledge of the game really on an elite level.
Now, here's Oladipo. 26 points for him last game against Charlotte.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
Boy, he's having a tough time right now. Seems like he's forcing his shot a bit to me, Kevin, not letting it come in the flow of the game. Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
That's tipped. Murray, the pass to Gasol. Feeds to Aldridge. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, he mistimed it just a skosh. Don't think the defense really had an impact. I think he just flat out missed it.
Pacers trail by 9. Collison up top. He's covered by Murray. Collison kicks to Sabonis. Pass to Oladipo. Aldridge against Turner.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Exactly. Nothing easy. They're making them work just to get into their offense. Very disruptive so far.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Schooling them right now. Taking them to the woodshed. Super aggressive and owning the paint.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan.
And with DeRozan getting traded, he said he felt backstabbed by Raptors management after they said he wouldn't be traded. At the end of the day, people will do what's best for their own position, whether they're a GM or a player. But you better believe they'll love DeRozan in Toronto forever, no matter what jersey he wears.
Murray against Collison. Murray surveying the D. Pass to Gay. There's the dish to DeRozan. That one good for 2. DeRozan's got 11 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pacers trail by 11. Timeout called the Pacers. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's Collison following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Here's Oladipo, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And for Victor Oladipo, for so many teams, he was the second option on offense, but now, Clark, he's shown he is a full-fledged #1 option.
And you know the thing about that, Kevin, that's really heartening is his teammates love him being in that spot. And that speaks to Oladipo's unselfishness and character. I mean, Russell Westbrook and Aaron Gordon both had great things to say about Oladipo's success leading the team. And again, just a credit to who he is as a young man.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Oladipo. And for Victor Oladipo, his jump forward, Clark, as a player came through a lot of small improvements, but perhaps the largest was his shooting.
Yeah, I like the fact that you mentioned the incremental improvements in those small areas. You know, his percentages certainly went up inside and out, but he created a lot of chances for himself and his teammates with his driving ability. And he got very comfortable shooting off the bounce and not just relying on the catch and shoot. And boy, his confidence, you could just see it elevating with each passing month of the season. And this guy's a bona fide all-star.
It's Gasol missing. Pacers trail by 9 and stolen by Gay. And it's DeRozan at the elbow. Count it from 12. DeRozan's got 13 points. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Spurs?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Now here's Murray following the shot by Evans. Aldridge can't get it to go.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
And when you see Miles Turner play on the offensive side of the ball, the amount of skill he has at his age is just amazing.
Yeah, already a great pick and pop player. You know, not going to be much of a banger down low, but has enough touch outside where he won't need to be. But while he's still a work in progress offensively, I think he's shown that he has a very high ceiling in terms of his skill set.
That's good from Turner.
And, you know, last year was a bit of a mixed bag for Miles Turner. I mean, he was expected to take another big leap forward into stardom, but didn't quite get to that point. But sometimes growth is not a straight line. It's up and down, sideways a bit. This young man's got the character and talent to be an all-star in the near future.
And Clark, with Turner last season, battled some injuries and had to work to come back to his consistent rotation time role.
Kevin, how many times have I said it? I know we're in the microwave age, but you have to be patient with these young guys, especially big guys. They just traditionally take longer to develop. You've got to remember he played 1 year of college basketball, had an outstanding rookie year. The sophomore year, a little bit bumpy, but still progress made. This guy's got great promise and potential, and he's going to be an impact player for a long time.
And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Down by 12. Turner finds Joseph. To the inside. Here's O'Quinn. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against San Antonio. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Two shots.
And that one falls for O'Quinn. One of the buzzwords we hear all the time now, Clark, two-way player. But when you were out there, everyone had to be, it seemed to me, a two-way player.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's interesting when you see some of these terms that come into vogue. There's not much that's new under the sun in terms of the game. And clearly, two-way players were as valued in the past, even before me, as they are now. I just think it's part of the language of the game now where it's more prevalent.
Here's Bertans. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. The shot by Bellinelli. No good. Pacers trail by 10. Passes to Joseph. A floater. Bertans grabs the board. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Forbes the pass to Gay. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
You know, the defense knew how to play at that time, liked how they made their presence felt without committing the foul.
Joseph has an open look. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Yeah, you've got to be careful in how you guard Joseph. Game plan discipline essential, especially when he's involved in the screen and roll.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
It was very close, and I wouldn't mind letting them play on that one. It wasn't blatant by any means.
Now, here is Young. He's still scoreless so far in this one. On the wing, Evans. Uncovered. And the Pacers tack on 2 more. Here's Mills. To the middle. Stolen by Joseph. And oh, here we go. Joseph's got it. The fast break chance. And Young slams it home.
Yeah, Joseph adept at finding his open teammates, and that's exactly what you want from your point guard.
Spurs leading by 4. Mills looking it over. And Bellinelli kicks to Mills. Gay in the corner. To the inside. 5 to shoot. Here's Matthews. Tries again. The shot's good from O'Quinn. Now just a 2-point Spurs lead.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
The pass to Bellinelli. And Forbes kicks to Mills to end the cold streak. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. And Wes Matthews, a player who has done a great job, Clark, of recovering from a ruptured Achilles.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Kevin. That's not an easy injury to come back from. He had his injury in 2015 and has been one of the best examples of full recovery from what can be a devastating career-threatening injury. Reached out to DeMarcus Cousins, and Cousins ruptured his Achilles to give him a voice of somebody who had already traveled that road.
Walker's checked in for Patty Mills. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there. Just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
San Antonio's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And Walker kicks to Bellinelli. Gay passes to Bellinelli. And here again, the Pacers in transition. Up the court they go. And the foul on Kyle O'Quinn. That is his first foul of the game. And San Antonio shooting 47% from the field to start things off. Walker with it. Evans picks him up. Forbes can't get it to go.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Matthews gets it to go.
Boy, the muscle and strength of Matthews, really impressive, Kevin. Great at scoring even while getting bodied up by the defense.
Here is Forbes. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Indiana's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Evans finds Matthews. There's 47 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to O'Quinn. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. O'Quinn's got 6.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Bertans. Gay misses.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. You can't allow a parade to the free throw line and expect to be on top in the game.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's the teardrop. Bellinelli passes to Walker. Back to Bellinelli. That one off the back iron and out. Here's Evans, rejected by Walker, and still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Pacers lead by 3, and we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. The veteran Pau Gasol has been a part of championship-winning teams before, and he spoke about what it will take for this team to win it all.
And it's up to us to kind of bring our best game, best effort every single night and understand that, hey, we have an opportunity here. You know, it's something that we should put our entire minds and hearts into if we want to have a chance.
Teamwork and great chemistry so important.
And no question about it. When everyone's working together, the team can become greater than the sum of its parts.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Pacers' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Yep, pounding away on the boards. I mean, controlling the backboards. It's been a huge difference so far.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. They've got Bellinelli, also Rudy Gay out there, and it's Walker in a 2-guard. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, we see new players coming into prominence for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, Greg Popovich gives his veterans credit for accepting it gracefully and helping the young guys be successful. He says it's a tribute to their character and awareness. Kevin?
They certainly have established a great culture in San Antonio. Really something. D.A., thank you. Indiana leading. Here's Joseph. It's deflected. Now here's Bellinelli. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Kicks it to Walker. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Evans.
A moment now to see the stats for Gay. How last month turned out for him. He's right around 13 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Now here's Walker. Bangs home the trifecta. Walker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Nate McMillan, a coach with multiple stops in his career, had good success last season with the Pacers.
And, you know, to some that was a surprise, but McMillan does a lot of things well as a coach. He communicates well, he demands accountability, and his teams typically play a smart brand of basketball. And actually, it's a reflection of how Nate was as a player.
Now here's Evans. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
Just one moment where Young catches you the wrong way, and he'll find his way to the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And, you know, Thaddeus Young, the veteran forward out of Georgia Tech, over a decade of service in the NBA, and he's still one of the more dependable scorers you'll find in terms of over the course of a season.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Sabonis, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Bogdanovich comes in for Wesley Matthews. Oladipo, he's checked in for Tyreke Evans. And it's Collison in for Joseph. And for Young, a veteran, as you mentioned, Clark, still one of the more athletic players in the league.
Yeah, he really is. Very impressive how long Thaddeus has been as consistent as he's been. Does a nice job running the floor. Really good in shot selection. And has become a more vocal leader as he is one of the older guys in the league now.
And Oladipo kicks to Sabonis. Looking for Young. He gets it there.
No doubt about it on that finish by Young.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Bogdanovich against DeRozan. Ball's knocked loose. It's taken away by Collison. Down low. Sabonis with the bucket. And the Pacers lead by 2. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
DeRozan's shot is good.
And you want to talk about high volume scores. Just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
Now here's Bogdanovich. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Collison with it. Now guarded by Murray. Bogdanovich, no luck.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Aldridge finds Gasol, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And looking at that Lakers matchup, you know they want to come out and make a big statement in that one. It won't be easy, but anything can happen.
Now, here's Sabonis. 14 points from him the last game against Charlotte.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
The Pacers making a change here. Turner's checked in. A drive by Collison, banked in off the glass. Collison's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
And Collison's quickness enabling him to slice to the rim there.
DeMar DeRozan on the wing. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Spurs lead by 2.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Oladipo, the pass to Collison. Dishes it to Turner. The feed to Oladipo. He can't get it to go. Aldridge with some nice D. Pulls up. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Now it's a 4-point Spurs lead. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Oladipo outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now here's Murray. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Guys, he has been a major factor, big time, outstanding at getting quality looks and knocking them down.
Here is Collison. Pass to Sabonis. To the inside. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Sabonis has got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, I like Sabonis' game inside because he's confident and skilled.
Murray kicks to DeRozan. Over Bogdanovich. That misses off the backboard. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for Indiana. 4-point game. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. It sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him.
Nice look there from Bogdanovich. The shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
Walker the pass to Murray. Spurs working the ball around now. DeRozan gets the bucket.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Outside Collison. Oladipo against Aldridge. Oladipo misses. San Antonio leading by 4. Down low. Deflects the pass. DeRozan against Bogdanovich. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. And that'll be his third foul so far. Mills, he's checked in for Walker. Here's Oladipo. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
You know, when you think of Darren Collison, I think of a smart point guard. Had 2 seasons playing understudy to Chris Paul in both New Orleans and L.A. Similar type of players who are very efficient and just gets the job done.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. And with Collison and Greg, how he plays, when he's off the floor, you notice.
I mean, things just don't seem to run as smoothly when he's not at the helm. Finds that balance between creating for himself and others, selective with his shots, and truly a complete guard, even if he doesn't do a lot of those flashy things.
Boy, you go back to Darren Collison's career at UCLA, very distinguished, and he's turned himself into a starting caliber pro, too.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Now Murray. Outside DeRozan. Over Bogdanovich. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
That one is off. As we take a look at the power forward position, Clark, one you know very well, who are some of the more underrated guys at that power forward spot?
Wow, underrated. You always run into some interesting names when you think about underrated. You know, I think a guy that perhaps has finally found himself with the talent that he came into the league with is James Johnson down in Miami. He does a little bit of everything, had one of his best seasons this past year. Taj Gibson, I think, is undervalued for what he brings in toughness, shooting, and defense.
The Spurs making a switch here. Berton has checked in. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Timeout called the Pacers. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside. And here's a look at numbers for Murray. Some impressive play from him over the last month. Averaging 9 points per game, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. And I think he's got to be pretty pleased with his output. And you know he's always looking to push himself.
Yeah, you know, really solid numbers across the board here, Greg. I mean, he contributes in a multitude of ways for this club.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's got 8, and DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
And, you know, Oladipo is one of those multifaceted players. I mean, he can do just about anything you ask of him when he's on the court.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for the Spurs. San Antonio leading by 3. DeRozan in the corner. Sinks the triple. DeRozan's got 13 points in just this quarter.
Kevin, he's been flat out phenomenal, superb, scintillating this quarter. He's carving them up, knocking down everything.
Oladipo with the ball. He's got 9. Collison finds Oladipo. Clock at 4. From deep. A rebound by the Spurs. Aldridge has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's going wrong with him this quarter. He's really falling off.
Sabonis, and slam dunk by Sabonis.
Outstanding anticipation that time from Oladipo, seeing the floor extremely well and then zipping the pass over to the open man.
And Mills kicks to DeRozan. Passes it to Bertans. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got 4 assists in the game. Pacers trail by 6. Collison looking around. A floater. A shot. No good. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Aldridge dishes to DeRozan. The 3 from Mills. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Collison. Bogdanovich wide open. And it's off from 3-point range. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. The D by Bogdanovich. And Indiana shooting 40% from the field. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Collison. San Antonio with the rebound. There's a minute 34 left now here in the second. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist from DeRozan. DeRozan's got 5 assists tonight.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Here's Bertanis. Second chance shot. The rebound by Turner. Pacers trail by 8. Here's Oladipo. Plenty of space. Wide open shot is on the money. Oladipo's got 11 points.
Well, 1 make and 6 attempts. I think it's fair to say he's had a rough start to this quarter.
And Bellinelli kicks to Aldridge. Now the pass to DeRozan. Mills in the corner. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got his 6th assist on the night. Mills has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Collison. Pass to Sabonis. Passes it to Oladipo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, that's some hard work being done inside by Oladipo, earning a trip to the line with his physicality in the paint.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And you have to like the way he's attacking the defense, drawing fouls and getting himself chances at the line this quarter.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Sabonis. Young comes in for Turner. Matthews, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Darren Collison. And he sinks the second. 24 seconds left now here in the second. And Mills kicks to DeRozan. Trying to find Mills, gets it to him. And it's good, 2 points. Mills has got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Victor Oladipo. Got it! Got it! What a shot!
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
I don't know, but I think that's a 2% shot. He'd make 2 out of 100 of those if you gave him to him.
And that does it for the first half of play. Spurs out in front. They're up by 11. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the key to having such a strong first half?
We played good D.
That was 4 words. Thanks, Pop. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. Me, I'm just Ernie. DeMar DeRozan putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He ended up with 31 points, 7 assists, and 1 rebound. Coming off a great game last time out, he's turning it up a notch already here tonight. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
In simple truth, they just got hot. Didn't matter what the defense was doing, Ernie. They were definitely able to rise above it. Even the tough shots. Did you see that one shot? I don't know how they even went down. They can carry this over to the second half. It's going to be hard to beat them, boy. Woo-wee.
Kenny, what did you think about Indiana?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
And, you know, Greg, I like how they've set the pace. There's a lot of time left in this one, so there's no rush. You don't have to go 70 miles an hour. Keep it at about 45.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Filling out the wings, it's Oladipo and Bogdanovic. Sabonis is out there with Turner, and it's Collison in at the point. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Sabonis. The Spurs shooting has been terrific, 54% on the game.
And really one of the best assets of Sabonis is his mind for the game. Very aware on the offensive end, knows how to create chances, and just plays the game with his mind as much as his athleticism.
Now Oladipo following the three-point attempt by DeRozan. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Murray. Makes it off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 9.
Yeah, starting the second half nicely there. Love those easy lay-ins to get things going.
And how many more possessions like that would they love to get down the stretch? A bunch of them, I bet.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, just a real lack of aggressiveness there right now. I mean, can't give up these types of layups to begin the quarter, Greg. I mean, that's a no-no.
Here's Sabonis after the basket by San Antonio. Oladipo, the pass to Collison. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wide open. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Collison's got 7 points in the game. DeRozan against Oladipo. DeRozan finds Aldridge. Wide open look here for Murray. Again, the miss by Murray. Pacers trail by 9. Here's Bogdanovic. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness.
Murray. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for the Spurs.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
Evans, he's checked in for Darren Collison. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pacers trail by 7, and a fast break now for the Pacers. Here's Turner. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
This all no good. Pacers have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Here's Bogdanovic. The teardrop falls in. And now just a 3-point Spurs lead.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
Here's Oladipo. A rebound by the Spurs. Murray's got his 4th rebound in this one. The pass to Gasol. Back to Murray. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Gay dishes to DeRozan. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Spurs making a switch here. Walker's checked in. Here's Indiana now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Evans kicks to Sabonis. Oladipo for three. Hits it from three-point range. Oladipo's got it all tied up now for Indiana.
You know, what I like about what I've seen in Oladipo is that it's obvious he's put a lot of work in to becoming a better offensive player. And he can really get it going in a hurry now.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, LaMarcus Aldridge and the Spurs got through some tension in their relationship early on. Now, Greg Popovich said it became apparent that it really was me. He'd been in the league for 9 years. I'm not going to turn him into some other player. That was just silly. So we took care of it, and he's been fantastic. Guys?
That's why Pop is the best in the business, DA. He's always going to figure it out. Thanks. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for San Antonio. To the middle from 12 feet out. They get it again. Gasol's shot is good. And the Spurs lead by 2.
And really, Gasol just never stops attacking the boards. Just utterly relentless at pounding the glass.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. 6 points for him. A rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got 6 rebounds in the game. Feeds to Gay. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 5th assist in this one.
And Gay has great length down on the block there. Fantastic at just jumping on opportunities to score when he's down low.
Bogdanovich against Gay. Oladipo taking his time here. Out to Turner from outside the arc. Drops in the tray. Turner's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Oh, great ball movement there.
San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Aldridge, the pass to Murray. Evans against Walker. Pass to Gasol. Now, here's Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Evans finds Oladipo, and here is Turner. He's covered by Murray.
What athleticism from Turner. My goodness. He loves getting chances to throw it down like that.
Murray, the pass to Gay. And here is Aldridge. Inside. Here's Murray. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For San Antonio, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Shoot 2.
And he makes the first. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Sabonis. Young comes in for Turner. Matthews, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Oladipo. Davis Bertans checks in for San Antonio. Bellinelli comes in for Rudy Gay. And so Murray nails both of them. Pacers trail by 3. And Joseph kicks to O'Quinn. Evans with it. He's picked up by Walker. Here's O'Quinn. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Aldridge. Murray against Joseph. Back to Murray. Out to the right wing. Pass to Bellinelli. Matthews with the steal. He kicks to Young. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Let's see where the Pacers are, Kevin, in terms of the NBA rankings right now.
And you mentioned their opponent's field goal percentage ranking. They do a really good job of closing down the paint, forcing teams to beat them from outside.
The first one falls. And for his whole career, Thaddeus Young has been a player not afraid, Greg, of attacking defenders head on.
Young has such a great first burst of speed. He really is a handful to deal with. Gets a lot of transition buckets that way, and in the half court can set up teammates by creating space. In the latter part of his career, I think he's taken on more of a vocal leadership role as well.
And while Young is serviceable at the line, not terrible, there's still a lot of room for improvement.
Forbes the pass to Bertens. To the right side. From deep, Walker. Matthews with the rebound. Indiana's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. For the lead. They get the rebound. The shot by Evans. Nobody around. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Bellinelli against Matthews. Bellinelli finds Walker. Second chance effort. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Out to the right wing. The three from Bertans. Bangs home the trifecta. Bertans got 7. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Here is Forbes, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. He dishes it to Bellinelli. And there's a whistle that goes on Corey Joseph. That is his first foul of the game. Mills, he's checked in for the Spurs. Here is Forbes. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Now here's Joseph. He's guarded closely. Shoots. Matthews trying to free himself up. Shot by Joseph. No good.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And the pass to Forbes. Back to Bellinelli. Aldridge double teamed, and the shot goes in. Aldridge has got 6 points in the quarter.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
And Forbes kicks to Bertans. Pass to Bellinelli. Out left to the wing. Mills can't hit. Pacers trail by 6. Outside Matthews. Evans dishes to Matthews. Unloads from 9, and he nails the jumper. Matthews has got 8 points.
Hey, give Matthews credit, Kevin. I mean, he has an ability to get his shot up over the defense quickly.
And here's Mills. He has 5. Outside, Bellinelli. Evans gets the rebound. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Trailing by 4. He gets it in there. He has 5.
Far from just a jump shooter, Joseph is not shy at getting inside and making it happen there.
Mills with it, picked up by Joseph. From deep. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And Corey Joseph quietly changing his game clock the past few seasons to better his efficiency.
I agree with you there. I mean, he's done a nice job of recognizing the value of becoming better as a spot-up shooter. And as a result of the work he's put in, he's become pretty lethal on catch-and-shoot situations.
Darren Collison, he's checked in for the Pacers. The Spurs also with the sub. DeRozan's checked in. Here is Forbes, covered by Evans. Mills can't hit, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. And that'll be his third foul so far. And it's the Pacers' ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Collison, no good. San Antonio trailing here. And Forbes kicks to DeRozan. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. DeRozan's got 33.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Collison with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Now here's Matthews. He's got 11. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls up from the corner. Rebounded by the Spurs. Berton's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Mills passes to Bertans. Young with the steal. Collison inside, covered by Mills. Matthews, no one around him. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Mills finds DeRozan. And it's in there. DeRozan's got the game tied up here for San Antonio.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Here is Forbes on the court for San Antonio. DeRozan and Gay, the wings. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Bertans in at the 4-man position. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Collison kicks to Matthews. Young outside. Not going to go that time. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Aldridge. The Pacers pull it in.
That's exactly how you want to play it defensively, Kevin. I mean, getting a hand up to distract and bother the shooter. Not easy to stop somebody this deep inside.
Gay against Young. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And you look at Young, and clearly he's a little undersized when he gets inside, but he knows how to create contact and use his body effectively.
And the first one at the line is good. Some changes for Indiana. Sabonis, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Matthews. San Antonio also making some changes. Pau Gasol is checked in for Aldridge. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Bryn Forbes. Murray dishes to DeRozan. Pass to Bertans. Comes up empty down low. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Indiana. It's a one-point game. Offensive rebound. Sabonis. Good work defensively by Gasol. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. DeRozan's shot is off. For Indiana, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. The feed now to Young. Stolen by Gay. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
The kick out to Young. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Sabonis. Off the left rim and out. Spurs leading by 3. Inside. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Rudy Gay. Gay's got his 7th assist in the game. Pacers shooting at 46%, making some buckets. It's tipped. Oladipo outside. Here's Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
And like a bolt of lightning, Turner strikes quickly on the drive. A thunderous dunker who cannot be denied.
Murray the pass to Gay. Here's Bertans. Murray outside. And DeRozan throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Young's shot is off.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Gasol kicks to Murray. The pass to Bertans. And it's off the back rim. No good. Pacers trail by 5. Right side, Collison. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from DeRozan. Down low, Bertans. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And it's Turner finishing it off.
Boy, you got to admire the passing skills of Oladipo. Easily connecting with teammates.
San Antonio leading by 5. Murray the pass to Bertans. Kicks to DeRozan. Goes up on the high post. Murray, no good.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
Young with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan. Young outside. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. The Pacers making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. The Spurs have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And it's Murray penetrating.
And what about the way Gasol sees the floor? So gifted at whipping the ball all over to the open man.
One shot.
Free throw good, Murray. Now Collison. Outside, Bogdanovich. outside Turner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by DeRozan. Gay outside. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. And it's a 10-point San Antonio lead. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Timeout called the Pacers. And Rudy Gay, Greg, has always been a fantastic scorer since he came into the NBA.
And Gay doesn't do as much scoring as he once did, but he has become more efficient. Doesn't have plays ran for him, gets looks through his instinct. And as he's gotten older, Gay has become even more crafty with how he scores.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. He told them flat out, we are turning the ball over too much, guys. We can't keep making the hero ball play. Slow it down, run the offense, and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
Can't afford to be too handsy with Sabonis. He's very good at forcing the issue and getting these calls.
And he knocks down the first one. Commissioner Adam Silver believes, Clark, that the NBA will see its first female head coach sooner than later. What do you think?
I think it'll happen. I'm not sure exactly if it'll be sooner. I think it'll be a little time because the pipeline, I think, has to be established to where you have some candidates. And you very well could have candidates now that may not have coached in the NBA that could possibly move into a head coaching role. But I think the progression to that would require, I think, more female assistant coaches before there's a comfort level with moving in that direction from an owner standpoint.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
And the second free throw, good. Pacers trail by 9. Collison kicks to Turner. A second chance effort. It's tipped. Murray with it. Pass to Bertens. And it's sent back by Turner.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
It's stolen by DeRozan. To the paint. Here's Murray. He feeds it to Gay. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Oladipo against DeRozan. Gay with the block.
You got to respect those long arms of Gay. I mean, superb at swatting shots away with those big hands.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. The killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
It's good. And the Spurs lead by 15.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
And here's Collison, who will bring it up for Indiana. Pass to Sabonis. Fades back. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Gasol's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And it's DeRozan missing.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Spotting the open man, Collison, a capable playmaker.
San Antonio leading by 13. Murray, the pass to Gasol. Gay outside. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Left side, DeRozan over Oladipo. Victor Oladipo grabs the miss. Oladipo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Wasted no time on that one. DeRozan's got 45 points.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
Oladipo finds Turner. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so it's Indiana with it. Sabonis, the pass to Collison. Oladipo for three. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Oladipo's got 22 points.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
DeRozan passes to Murray. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Collison against Murray. Ball's knocked loose. And oh, here we go. DeRozan, nobody back. Finished off the break. DeRozan's got 47 points.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Perfect execution. That's how you take advantage of a transition opportunity.
All alone. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And Bogdanovich is just such a deadly shooter from there. The defense has to do a better job against him in that situation.
Gasol dishes to Murray. Here's DeRozan, and the dunk by DeRozan.
Terrific timing on that pass, placing it in a great spot, ideal spot where his teammate could score.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Pacers trail by 16. And Oladipo kicks to Bogdanovich. Bertans grabs the board.
Now that's superb defense in low. I mean, they played it well. Not easy trying to alter these shots without fouling the shooter, and that's a good job of doing both.
Here's Gay. Oh, the lob to DeRozan, and stolen by Bogdanovich.
And great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy two if the defense wasn't there.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Murray against Collison. Oladipo outside. Lays it up off the glass. Oladipo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Now that's remarkable work inside from Oladipo. Not afraid to go up against the big guys down low.
Spurs leading by 14. And DeRozan, here we go. Missed inside. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Davis Bertans. Oladipo against DeRozan. Oladipo, the pass to Sabonis. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Spurs shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Murray kicks to Gay, to the paint, DeRozan. Again, what an avalanche! That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
There's a minute 34 left to play here in the fourth. Oladipo against DeRozan. Oladipo, the pass to Sabonis. Back to Oladipo. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Oladipo's got 26 points.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
I could not say it any better, showing you some real focus, taking it inside against the bigger man.
Over in the corner, Gasol. And the three off target. The Pacers shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Spurs.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
Really like the way they responded, making adjustments from that first meeting this year, which they lost, and came out tonight with a mission to finish off with a 1-1 season record against Indiana.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for DeMar DeRozan.
And you know what stood out to me, Kevin, was his confidence. I mean, he was taking a lot of good shots and knocking them all down.
And so it's San Antonio with the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
DeMar, big effort tonight. What is the state of mind of this club right now?
Just we're focusing in on the defensive end. We know if we get stops, so we can definitely score whenever we want.
And you got it done tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.